Hello everyone and welcome to Mission Alive. I've told you many times of the boat trips I made when I was living in Milne Bay. When I first went to Milne Bay, I was told I was going to be a boat missionary. My father asked me what that meant. I said I didn't know, but I soon found out. If you want to go from one place to another, you had to go by boat. So another time I told you that every year we went from the Trobes into Sydney for Christmas. How we looked forward to that gathering. Out on the Trobes, there were just three of us together, three sisters working together, and the priests and the brothers, yes. And in Sadia, everybody came in from the different islands. In the Bible it says, they will stream to you, Jerusalem. Your exile will come back streaming to you from all the different directions. And that's what it was like at Sadia at Christmas time. From the east, from the west, from the north and the south, we'd all come streaming by boat into Sadia. So this year we had some Christian brothers staying with us. One of them was to be appointed superior of an important mission station. So he had asked if he could come to us to have a good holiday away from everybody who knew him, and he brought one of his brothers with him. So they came and they had a lovely time at the Trobes for Christmas. Then after Christmas, we said, now it's time to go. So they packed up their things and we packed up, and we were leaving next morning at 4 o'clock. Father said, remember, everybody up early, we're leaving here at 4 o'clock. So next morning we all got up at 3 o'clock. We were just about ready to go, waiting for the truck to come over to collect our things, when Father said, everybody go back to bed, we're not going, it's too rough. We were happy to go back to bed because the wind was really howling. One day we slept. Next morning we woke up, things weren't much better. And so close to 4 o'clock, Father came across and said, go back to bed, we're not going, it's too windy. The third morning was much the same. Maybe it was a little bit calmer, and we waited. No voice called out. We heard the engine start up. The truck came over. We loaded our things on, and we went down to the wharf and got on the boat. This time it wasn't the big Morning Star, the biggest mission boat that we had. It was a much smaller one, the St. Paul, that belonged to Bedoya. That was the place where we would stop overnight on our way into Sadia. So I was standing on the back of the boat, and this visiting brother came and stood beside me. And he said, now I can understand why you look forward so much to your holiday at Sadia. Here you have no company. And I said, oh yes, I have the other sisters' company, I have the children's company, I have the people's company. He said, yes, but you're here the whole year. He said, I come from the highlands. And he said, if the sisters want to do something or go somewhere, they get in a car, they get in a truck, they get on a PMV, and they just drive to the next station and meet the other sisters and then come back. They've got other company. They can go out to other people. But you don't have anybody. It's very lonely. I had never found it lonely. I loved it, but it made me think of how other people saw my life. Then we started to go. Some of the young girls had asked if they could come with us into Sadia for Christmas. They loved coming because it was a chance to get off the island. Like Brother said, they'd never been off that island, they'd never met other kind of people, and here they were going to Sadia. But they were so frightened. Sister, they said, it's so rough, tell Father to turn back, tell Father to turn back. I said, no, Father and the captain are in charge. They'll make the decisions. We just sit. So we sat on the deck and we hung on to each other. And I think everybody prayed. Everybody prayed. We didn't pray out loud because the wind was just, whoo, carrying our words away. It was blowing, it was rough, and we were still inside the reef. We'd left Bowley Point, we'd come out into the lagoon area, and yet here it was so rough, so rough. Oh, turn back, they said, turn back, it's too rough, we'll be dead, sister, we'll be dead. No, I said, we'll just wait for Father and the captain to look after us. So we went on the boat rocking and everybody hanging on to whatever they could hang on to, pipes or ropes or sticks or anything that was standing still. And finally we came to the mouth of the reef. We went through the passageway out into the open sea where it was going to be much worse. And what happened? Somehow we came out into calm waters. Oh, we were all so surprised. The boat stopped rocking. We seemed to still be rocking, but the boat stopped jumping, rolling up and down, bucking like a wild horse. It just started to sail on smooth waters. It went along so nicely. We had a lovely trip. So God brings unexpected joys and pleasures into our life. Make sure you're ready to receive them. Don't be growling about what's awful about now. Wait for what God has to bring you and be prepared for when it comes. Have a good day and go out and look for God's goodness. Bye now.